Hi, your little guy here, the unknown, and today I want to share with you my learning journey, how I got to learn as a person who knew nothing about the industry. Okay, first of all, I wanted something that resonates well with my personality. Okay, because I'm an introvert kind of a guy. I enjoy being indoor, so I wanted something that I can do when I'm indoor. Okay, so obviously I did my research. There were many things. Okay, there was a lot of things, affiliate this and this and that. Okay, so I told myself, no, I want something that I can build something big from, okay, without relying on other people. So as I was doing my research, I came across this industry. I realized, oh, this is what I want, okay. But the challenge again was, this is the hardest industry, because I started asking people who were in the industry already. Okay, I happen to know some guys who were trading here and there, but they said it's a hard industry. Okay, so that was the main challenge for me. Okay, however, I had a friend who said, okay, I can teach you. I should just buy a course from him. But I didn't want to buy a course from somebody I knew personally, because if something goes wrong, already they're saying it's a hard industry. So if something goes wrong, I don't want to go back and blame him, because I know him personally. Okay, so I wanted to buy from someone someone I believe I will learn a lot from. Okay, so fortunately, I don't know, I just collided with this course. Okay, and I'm happy that I did. I'm really happy that I did, because this guy is remarkable. This guy is amazing. I'm not actually marketing him, hence I'm not gonna say his name or whatsoever. Okay, I'm just showing you how I got to learn. So I bought a course on Udemy. This is the very first course I bought. I knew nothing, not even a word. I didn't even know what a paper was. Okay, but I bought this course. It was 8 hours in length, and I'm happy that I did. Okay, how I got to it, I don't know. Nobody recommended it, but personally, I'm a guy who loves researching. Okay, so I found this course and I loved it. As you can see, he introduced a lot of things himself. History of money. He came to forex market and quotations. He explained what quotations are, and then he went to terminologies. Let me just, okay, price terminologies. Okay, like asking and also bid, whatsoever it is. Okay, he taught everything here, and then he came to pips, taught everything about pips, what is a lot, pip value calculator, leverage, and short selling. He actually taught all the important terms, and then he went deeper and explained everything about brokers, warning, beware of scams. And I think I was blessed to actually get this course. Okay, because I was vulnerable. We all know that as a newbie, you are vulnerable. Okay, you can easily get scammed, more especially in this huge industry where there's a lot of vultures and everybody wants to eat from newbies. Okay, we know that. Okay, courses, signal, whatsoever it is, there's a lot of things out there. Okay, that are not actually adding value. Okay, so this guy taught everything, EC and brokers and commissions. He taught everything about brokers. So I think this is what helped me not to go with local brokers, because he actually recommended Awanda, and that's the broker I actually started with, and he explained everything about leverage, as I've already said. Okay, or showed you. Then he went on explaining different ways of analysis. This is where he explained about technical versus fundamental. So I knew that I had to make a decision, and I had to find what resonated with me. Okay, am I a long term? Do I have that much patience to hold for days? Or okay, this was all based on the knowledge I had, so I had to make a decision. Okay, he taught about charts and trends. Okay, I just want to show you everything he taught. Okay, he taught on trading view, candles, and whatsoever, trend and trend lines, but he was teaching about trend lines. Okay, and he taught about channel support and resistance, the volumes, everything. He taught about chart patterns, where he spoke about what are chart patterns. Okay, double, multiple top and bottoms, ascending triangle, symmetrical wedges. Okay, I'm just gonna be so fast for the sake of the time. Okay, he taught about technical analysis and indicators. Okay, as you can see, moving averages, moving average crosses, parallel bands, relative strength, and Fibonacci. He taught a lot about a lot of things. He came to fundamentals, and thank God, this was the first thing I learned on the first course I did. Okay, he taught me about economic calendar. Okay, I know many people who actually didn't learn about economic calendars and they were blown by the news spikes. Okay, and they lost big, so they learned the hard way. Personally, I learned a good way because I got this course, and I'm not recommending it, hence I'm not going to mention it. I am recommending it actually for beginners, but I'm not affiliated in any way. Okay, I'm just sharing with you what I learned so that you can also. And I thank God again because I got to learn about risk management. If you are from the side of South Africa, you know that hey, people here don't believe in risk management. Okay, most guys here they call themselves full margin traders, and I believe they actually mean that, okay, if they recharge their account with 5k, 2k, 1k, whatsoever the amount, they're gonna risk it all. So they're either gonna lose it all or they are gonna win big on it. That's why you mostly see big wins from South Africa. Okay, it's because people are less concerned or interested in risk management. Okay. And most of the well-known guys are people who are selling signals and stuff, so they can easily recharge and blow. They don't mind. Okay, so I got to learn about money management, thank God. I got to learn about trade analysis, okay, the importance of record keeping. This is amazing. Okay, so I got to learn to journal on the very first day, or on the very first course that I took. Okay, I didn't know anything, and he actually shared some spreadsheets where he records his trades. So we just put in the results, and everything will be calculated on its own. Okay, so I'm grateful for this guy. He actually put a lot of work into this. Okay, betting average, win loss ratio. So I got to learn a lot of things on this course. Okay, so personally I think this is the course that changed a lot of things for me. Had I not actually came across this course, I don't know where I would have started. Okay, but he went through some live trades, and he wanted to show us that, okay, you will win some and you will lose some, so that's normal. Okay, and I actually love this guy, guys, because he really put a lot of work into all of these things. Okay, I taught about trading psychology, so I actually got to learn a lot of things on the first time. Okay, because things like trading psychology, these are things you won't learn from everybody, most especially if you are buying a course from locally here. You're not gonna learn about these things because I don't want to say anything negative. Okay, so another thing I got after this course, okay, as I say, there's that friend who wanted me to buy the course. He saw that I was hesitant. Okay, and then he actually asked me, do you know market makers? And I was like, oh, market makers. I wrote the word down. Okay, I wrote the word down, and okay, we were chatting, we didn't meet physically, so I wrote that word down and said, okay, fine. And then, if you know traders from South Africa, there's a guy called Ref Wayne. Okay, he's a guy I always looked up on because he has been trading for a long time, and he was one of the first people to actually become traders in this country. Okay, so he once mentioned, because I once saw his ad on Facebook, and he actually asked this question, do you know market makers? And he was like, yeah, do you know market makers? Yeah, and he changed the topic. Okay, so that was the second time I heard the word market makers. Okay, so obviously this made me more interested, and I told myself I'm gonna invest most of my time into learning about market makers. Besides, already I'm an introvert guy, so I have all the time I need to do whatsoever I want to do, because I'm not a guy who has a lot of friends. Okay, so I spend most of my time indoor. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it is what I am. Okay, it is who I am. I'm an introvert guy, and this is how introvert people are. Okay, so I actually started learning more and more about market makers. So I actually bought some books on which were talking about market makers, either beat the market maker, this about the market maker, this about the market maker. Okay, so I was so upset with market makers. Okay, because when I did my research, I realized, 90% of people are losing because market makers are actually manipulating the market. So that's what drew my interest. And mind you, at this time I wasn't executing anything on live charts. Okay, so I think for me it was a blessing. I don't know. Okay, I believe in God, and I believe that he was actually directing me towards the right plot. Okay, okay, because this was at a very early stage. Okay, so I did this course and I started researching more about market makers. And then next what I did, okay, because people want to know this, let me share with you. And then I got this course over here. It's actually by Steve Mauro, Beat the Market Maker. He's the founder of Beat the Market Maker. Because I hear people asking me, where did you learn this concept? Hey, where did you learn this? Okay, people are saying this and that and that, and obviously it's because they want to know. So today I'm sharing it with you. I learned this concept from Steve Mauro, okay, and I'm going to show you everything, okay. These are the slides. If you follow Steve Mauro, if you know about him, okay, if you have done his course, you know how he teaches, you know his slides, you know his template, okay. So this is from Steve Mauro, the guy who taught me everything about market makers. Everything I know, literally, I was taught about this by Steve Mauro, okay. But I'm gonna share with you how I got to learn up to this point so far, okay. So stay tuned, okay. I believe this is gonna help those who want to stay, okay, because you'll realize how much work I put into this, okay, so that you can also put in a lot of work, okay. So as you can see, it's a peak formation, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 3, level 3. This is the entire concept, okay. I need day 2 continuations and I take day 3 reversals or either day 3 continuations. That's all I take, okay. So this is the entire concept, day 1, day 2, day 3. As you can see here, market makers will not move in one direction more than 3 days in a row. Sometimes they do, but obviously you have to focus on your setup, okay. Are they complying to what you know? Are they playing out according to what you know? If not, there are many pairs to focus on, okay. So this is it, day 1, day 2, day 3. As you can see, peak formation, they hit the stops, okay. Wait for it, hit the stops, drop. You see, I always talk about stop hunts, okay, stop hunts that comes at the right time. You see, this is the concept. Let's go further. Day 1, day 2, day 3, okay. Day 3, they reverse. If they don't reverse on the same day, they're more likely to reverse on the next day, okay. This is the concept. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and he actually made me fall in love with the day 2 continuation because he calls this the safety trade, okay. As you can see, these are his charts, okay. Let's proceed. I want to show you where I learned this, okay, because many people have been asking, and besides, it's fair, I want to show you how I learned, okay, from a person who knew nothing. This is a weekly chart. You see they send you down first day Monday, day 1 up, day 2 up, day 3 they reverse, okay. Let's proceed. I'm not going to be explaining what he has been teaching here because obviously it's somebody's course and it's I don't have any rights to do that. Besides, it's not good, okay, because it's his course. But this is a monthly. You see, they pump the market, okay. They pump the market 1, this 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then they correct. This is a simple pump and dump. They use 3 weeks to pump because, as you can see, this is just a consolidation. So they use 3 weeks roughly to pump, and the fourth week they do what? They dump, okay. It's all about a pump and dump. I want to show you everything. You see, rule 2, profit. This is why here it's where he was actually explaining why the target should be 50 pips, okay. That's why most of the time when I'm talking, I am used to the fact of 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips, okay, because I learned it from Steve Mauro. You see, this is the concept, 50 pips, okay. Here's the concept. Peak formation, they go up, okay. They gave a fake breakout and then they closed and then they went down. As you can see, this is day 2 continuation. We always talk about the pump to dump. You see, this is where it's coming from. They hit the stops from indecisive traders, okay. Then they continue day 3. That's where they reverse, okay. So this is the concept. Guys. Day 1, day 2, day 3, the following day they reverse. Most of the time it's gonna be like that, okay. This is where I got to learn the concept, okay. Many people are wondering, where did you learn the concept? This is where I learned the concept, okay. This is where I learned the concept. Day 1, day 2, day 3, okay. You see, peak formation, day 1, day 2, day 3. This is where they shift the zone and consolidate. You see, they shift that. This is day 2 continuation. He actually calls this one the safety trade, the safest trade you can ever have. He has his levels on the charts, okay? This is where I got to learn the concept, okay? And I believe this is a concept that has been there for decades, because even people like Larry Benedict, he's an old man who has been trading for many years. He used this concept of 3 days. Okay, I once posted it where he was talking about it, explaining it to Jack Swagger on the interview that they were doing for Market Wizards. Okay, so this is the entire concept. Okay, market falls, they trap. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, this is a day where they didn't give the day of breakout. They break. Okay, so there's variations. Okay, this is the concept. This is day 1. This is why I always love drawing trapped volume. Okay, and on a day 2 we get a day 2 continuation. Okay, day 2 continuation. Okay, this is the concept, guys. 3 days of drop, expect a reversal. Okay, 3 days of drop. Okay, day 1, day 2, day 3. This is where prices have dropped for 3 days. That's why it's written here. 3 days of drop, expect a reversal. Okay, I learned from Steve. Okay, Steve is the one who actually, he was the first person I learned this concept from. Okay, there are many people out there who are actually trading this concept, who are teaching this concept. The problem is they are charging a lot of money to get access to this information. Okay, so we are still continuing on how I learned this concept. So I just want to share everything with you. You see, stop hunt. This is the pump we need. They stop hunt. If you look at yesterday on the community, I posted GJ will or might give a day 2 continuation. Actually, I said GJ might give a day 2 continuation, and I will take it if they pump. Okay, so this is the thing. Pump dump. Okay, pump dump for a day 2 continuation. Unfortunately, yesterday GJ just went 70 pips, which was good. It didn't make it to the to the previous day's low, which was Thursday's low. Okay, didn't make it that far, but it gave a good trade. Okay, so this is the concept, guys. Day 1, day 2 continuation. Okay, this is trapping. This is where they're trapping volume on the 3rd level after day 3 of rise. Okay, so you see, day 1, day 2, day 3. This is where I learned the entire concept, and this is where I learned the timing. That's why most of the time I wait for the equity time. Why? Because that's what I learned. I learned to wait for the equity time, because the candle that opens at 3:30, obviously this is London session, and 9:30 this is US session. That candle is more likely to throw a stop hunt. Okay, so guys, I'm sharing with you where I learned this from. As you can see, this okay, this is where I learned everything from. Okay, I want to be fast because I want to show you everything. Okay, and he also explains every day you have to know how how yesterday's candle was. What color is yesterday's candle? Okay, what color is yesterday's candle? Okay, was it red? What is it green? Okay, this is everything I've learned. Okay, where the low of the day, high of the day might form. You need to know this thing. You need to ask yourself to get a directional bias, but I'm not going to explain this because it's his content. Okay, so look at this. This is trend. Trend is generally set up as a 3-day cycle. You see, now this is where I got to learn the 3-day cycle. Okay, this is where I learned about market makers. Okay, this is where I learned about 3 days. This is where I learned about the safety trade, day 2 continuations. Okay, because many people are asking. Okay, this is where I learned from Steve Mauro. Okay, day 1 reversal, day peak formation, day 1. Okay, we already know that if the market has been rising and then on the 3rd day it makes a peak for a reversal, obviously that day changes and it becomes a day 1, and it becomes the day of a peak formation. It's going to be high or low. Okay, it comes as a market surprise. We've talked about this. Everybody's chasing the trend. Okay, catches everyone following traditional indicator and trend following strategy. Okay, takes them off guard. We understand this. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you where and how I got to learn all of these things. Okay, a trend reset will be used for market makers to book profits and not reverse directly. So yes, of course, if on day 3 they don't reverse, obviously they will throw a stop hunt and they will continue in the direction. Okay, we spoke about these things. Okay, we spoke about where the day 3 resets, how the 3-day cycle resets. It's all here. This is where I learned this concept. Okay, a trend reset will be used for market maker to book profits and not reverse directly. Okay, the result will represent a new peak formation. Okay, so that's where their day 1 is. Say maybe they've been rising for 3 days, and on the 3rd day they just choose maybe to correct at the end of the session, and then the following day they can continue a new 3-day cycle. That's a reset. Okay, you expect 3 more days. Okay, that can be expected, but sometimes they can give a 4th day and reverse. However, if no one falls for it, he may reverse after only 1 more level of rise. So if they rise 3 days and nobody falls for it, they can rise the 4th day. Okay, this is why sometimes you find that okay, they rise for 4 days. You just have to know what you're looking for and observe the behaviors. That's all there is to these things. Okay, I'm sharing with you everything I've learned and where I learned from. Okay, 4 or 5 levels. Okay, I'm not gonna talk more about this, but I believe this is showing you where I've learned this concept from. Okay, this is where I've learned this concept from. Okay, this guy has been teaching for over, I don't know, 30 years plus. I don't even know, but he has been teaching for the longest time. This is the trend. Day 1, day 2, day 3, reversal is imminent. Most day 3s will be reversals. All day 3s, no. It can't be all day 3. It can't be all day 3s that will be a reversal, but 80% of them will be reversal. Okay, why? Because there are days where they will reset and continue in that direction. Okay, so this is where I learned everything. This is everything I'm showing you. Okay, this is everything I'm showing you. Peak formation low, peak formation low. Okay, stop hunt. This is the safest trade. This is the trade that I love. Day 2 continuation. Dump. Why do they dump? Firstly, they drop prices so that they can pump them. Okay, secondly, they stop hunt into indecisive, into weak holder trades. I'll explain what weak holders are shortly. Okay, so this is where I learned the concept. Okay, day 3. Okay, some day 3s will be a blow off. Okay, and then the following days when they will correct, or they can simply reset and keep continuing for another 3 days. Okay, so this is where I learned from the concept from, and then this is my journey of learning. Okay, and then I came across Stacy. I love Stacy. Okay, this firstly is something that has been there and many people have been teaching it, as you can see from Steve Mauro. However, this course is expensive for many people. Okay, many people can't access it, but I love Stacy. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Stacy simplified things. Okay, simplified things. His levels are easy to use. Okay, yes, of course, even Steve had his own levels on the chart, but Steve has a lot of indicators. I don't want to lie, he has a lot of indicators. Okay, but yes, it is what it is. But when I came to Stacy, remember I was learning about market makers. Okay, when I came to Stacy simplified the whole thing. Okay, the indicators he uses for sessions are easy to follow. Okay, Steve has his own, but these ones from Stacy are easy to follow. Even the levels are very good. Okay, but it's the same concept. Okay, it's the same concept, and I learned this concept from Steve Mauro. And then when I came to Stacy, I loved how clean his chart looks, because there's a difference between this chart and this chart and this chart. Okay, and these are not the only indicators. He's still gonna add more indicators, like okay, the what is it, the TDI. He adds pivots, he adds there's a lot of indicators he uses. As you can see here, there's a lot of indicators. Okay, so there's a difference between this chart obviously and this chart. Okay, because this one is cleaner. Okay, this one is cleaner, but again, it's the same thing. Okay, so for me, I was so obsessed with market makers, and thank God I found the right information. Okay, so this is the same concept. The same concept I learned from Steve is the same concept I learned from Stacy. Okay, it's the same concept. Here everything has been simplified in terms of how it looks. He's using better signal days. He's using let's say he's using first rate days and all sort of things. Okay, so this is where I got the first rate days, that information about first rate days and all sort of stuff. But already this is where I learned the concept. So I learned almost 90% of the concept from Steve Mauro. And when I came to Stacy, I love him so much. He is the best. Okay, both of these guys are amazing. Steve and Stacy, wow. Okay, we appreciate you guys. They are amazing. Okay, so this is the same concept. That's why even here you find me talking about day 2 continuations, and you literally find me focusing on day 3 reversals. Okay, so it's the concept. This is where I got to learn it. Okay, this is where I got to learn it. And one thing I loved about Stacy is how he actually sets his targets. Okay, with the expansion tool. Okay, so that's one thing I loved about him, and I loved the cleanness of the charts. Okay, but it's the same thing. Okay, so I'm showing you where I learned. Okay, so as you can see, the charts are more cleaner and everything, but it's the same thing. Day 3 reversal. Okay, it's the same thing I learned from Steve. Same concept, same thing. Okay, so I loved Stacy because he simplified most of the thing, and he made things more cleaner on the charts. Okay, this is why you see now I'm using this kind of charts. Okay, because I love the presentation of the charts. Okay, sometimes I do use these ones, but I don't like my chart clustered. Okay, I don't like my chart clustered because all these indicators you see, this is the US session, of course, this is the US session, but it's the same thing. So many people have been asking me, where did you learn this? How did you learn this? Okay, so that's not all. Okay, after learning this concept, I practiced a lot. Let me continue. Okay, because I'm sharing with you how I got to learn this. Then I got this FX simulator. Okay, obviously those two guys have helped me because of the term market makers, and I was still starting to learn. So I really thank God. Okay, because I believe in God. I believe He was pushing me into the right direction. I didn't start by getting lost, spending many years and all sort of stuff. Yes, I spent a lot of time learning, and I actually incurred some losses because obviously this things won't make sense to you when you are still new. So I had a lot of losses. I incurred a lot of losses. I won't lie to you. Okay, so I had to practice a lot. So this is a simulator, of course, as you can all see. And one thing it will actually helps with is actually the fact that it allows you to go back in time and run the chart. So firstly, it's gonna give you capital. So you're gonna select personally. Personally, what I did was I chose I always chose a $20 account because you can choose the amount you need. Okay, and then you can select a date. It will wipe all the charts and up to the date you selected, and they will have 15-minute charts, 1 hour charts, 5-minute chart, 1 minute chart, 4 hour chart, daily chart. So you will choose the kind of charts you need, and then there is a run button. You can choose the speed. Do you want it to run the candles fast? Okay, it's a replay actually. Do you want it to run it fast? So every time you execute a trade, it will ask you the lot size. You will set your stops and you'll set your take profit. Okay, and of course already you have your account balance that you choose. But personally, I chose a smaller one because I wanted to make sure I'm learning the right thing. Okay, so I spent many months doing this, guys. I don't want to lie to you. Okay, so I used to select $20, maybe up to $100. Okay, I wanted to play with smaller amounts because if I'm good with small amounts, obviously that will fast track my learning process. Okay, so I did this and I did this and I did this. So whenever you buy or sell, it will, if you win, it will actually show you how much you're making when the charts are running, when the prices are running. Okay, so because you reverse it to a date you need and you have all your indicators on, obviously I will, if it's GJ, I will like allow it to play when I'm on a day 3. I'm allowing it to play up to the London session, and then the equity time, that's when I start decreasing the speed, because now I want it to run in real time. If it's gonna be a 15-minute candle, I wanted to spend 15 minutes running. If it's a 5-minute candle, I wanted to spend the whole 5 minutes running. So that actually allows me to take the trades that I hold on live charts. So I think this really helped me a lot, because it actually decreased the learning length for me. Okay, because I would have spent a lot of time trying to do this and that, but I told you I spend more than 4 hours each day back testing. Okay, so that helped me, guys. That time I was spending more than 4, 5, 6 hours back testing. Okay, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would work until the morning, then I'll take a small rest and continue. Okay, so that's why I think I got to learn these things a little bit faster. Okay, this really helped me, but it's a little bit expensive. Okay, it's expensive. Okay, but yeah, for learning it is worth it. Okay, it is worth every penny. Okay, so again, it's soft FX forex simulator. Okay, I'm not an affiliate. I am not affiliating. I'm not giving you any link. There's a free one that's a demo, but you can run it for a couple of days just to test. You can download it and test it. Okay, you can see if you are new and you're still struggling, you will get like the best trading environment, because if you are losing, it will actually, if you lose the whole $100, obviously you have blown your account. So you must actually be serious. Okay, if you make more, then you will get to know your win rate and all sort of stuff. Okay, so as you can see, this is for one user. You can use on 2 accounts, whatsoever it is. Okay, but it's roughly $100, okay, plus VAT. But for me, it really helped me a lot. So I got to learn the concept from Steve Mauro. Okay, and then I practiced using this. Okay, this was before I even knew Stacy. Okay, but this really helped me to practice what I have learned, and yeah, it really did decrease the learning time for me. Okay, and then after that, what I used to do was I actually, okay, after that course, of course, I came and read this book by Karin Fu, Fundamentals of Currency Trader. Okay, and wow, Karin Fu is an amazing trader. Okay, she's an amazing person. She has a YouTube channel, you can follow it. She's amazing. Okay, she actually focuses more on fundamentals, because that's what she has studied, and she's a professional trader. That's why she focuses more on fundamentals. But on this book, she shared everything. So this book was literally explaining what I learned in the previous course that I showed you, the one I bought from Udemy. Okay, because this is all about introduction. So it taught me a lot. As you can see, risk management, trading psychology, fundamental analysis, and mastering technical analysis. Okay, so this is a great book that I learned from. I did that course, then I learned from this one, then I found I discovered that course and everything. Okay, so now there's a lot of books I just want to show you that really helped me and changed everything for me. Bella, I love this book, the Playbook. This is why you see that I have a playbook that I have in my description. And the reason I have that playbook, I learned this from Bella. He's the founder or co-founder of SMB Capital, which is the real prop firm, not these prop firms, you know. Okay, it's a real prop firm, okay, that makes money through traders who are good and making money. Okay, so I got to learn everything about having an A+ setup, and then actually executing your A+ setup, having a playbook and executing your playbook always. Okay, having an edge and all sort of stuff. I got everything from this book. If you can get it, it's an amazing book, and inside look at how to think like a professional trader. Okay, so I've literally read this book numerous times. Okay, and then again I read technical analysis of stock trends. This is the 11th edition. I'm an introvert. I spend most time indoors, so I have a lot of time to read and research and do all sort of stuff. So this is 1,000 pages plus. And I also read the book by Scar Becker, These books will literally introduce everything you need to know about trading to you, okay? And they have great examples on this book. So this is an amazing book that actually teaches a lot. But guys, I have plus 30 books, so I won't actually go through all the books, but just to share with you, marketing profiles, okay? There's a lot of books. One Good Trade. Actually, let me end on this one, okay? Okay, One Good Trade. Again, is from the guy I just told you about, the founder of SMB. It's Mike Bella 4. Okay, so this is the book that taught me about One Good Trade. That's why actually on that playbook that I've made available for all of you, I used only one strategy, because I learned this from this guy. Okay, if you focus on one strategy alone, then you're gonna grow. Okay, one strategy executed flawlessly every time it appears. Okay, have an A+ setup. So guys, there's a lot of things I learned. There are many books I've read. Okay, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. There is another book which talks about Master the Market, which actually talks about manipulation, how they manipulate, how they do all sort of stuff. Okay guys, I have more than 30 books to show you here, but I can see the time is going. I'll make a separate video where I explain these books to you, okay? But I read a lot of trading books, a lot. On this list that I wanted to show you right now, I have over 30 books. But if I go through all these books, it's gonna be a long video. Besides, I'm also subscribed to Scribed, okay, where there's a lot of books and there's a lot of audiobooks. So I love reading, and that's why I also told you that, okay, if you're serious about the business, you have to read a lot. Okay, so I have Market Wizards. I have a lot of books, guys. I have a lot of books on trading, both physical books and like digital books. Okay, and on Scribe again, I have access to a lot of audiobooks. Okay, and even on Amazon I buy books there. Okay, so literally I read a lot of books. Okay, so that's how I also got to learn. And let me show you, because the video is already way too long, let me show you something else. I love following trading communities. As you can see, Word of Rdom. Okay, this is a podcast where he invites traders all over the world, and I got to learn from these guys, because guys, believe me, you learn a lot from people on podcasts. Okay, they get to reveal a lot. Okay, so you get to learn a lot about psychology, you get to learn a lot about how they manage everything, how they lost, how they bounce back, how they do everything. Okay, so this is just amazing, guys. Okay, I love this podcast, and I've already told you to follow this podcast, okay, because you will learn a lot of things. As you can see, the round table. So this was a table with some good traders, and they have a lot to share with everybody. Okay, and then I learned a lot from the Humble Trader, and I have recommended her channel to you. Okay, I'm not really affiliating this, and I'm not affiliating them in any way. I'm not gonna get paid. Okay, so I just love the fact that they interview a lot of traders. Okay, and here she interviews traders who are best, people who have been on the market for 40 years, 30 years. Okay, so recently she was interviewing Mike Balafore. She went to SMB Capital and she interviewed Mike Balafore. She went to a US stock market and she was interviewing the Einstein. She interviewed a lot of people. Okay, so if you follow this channel, she's amazing, the Humble Trade. Okay, she's really amazing. Okay, so I just want to share with you. I also watched this podcast, Desire to Trade. I love this guy, and one thing I like about him, as you can see, he always invites traders from 3k to 500k. So these are the guys you need to learn from. Okay, these are the guys you need to learn from, and I learn from them every day. I have a lot of time, and most of my time actually I spend it learning. Okay, so that's one thing about me that most people don't know, but it's okay. Okay, this is UK spread betting. This one also invites a lot of traders. Okay, I love him because he invites a lot of traders. Okay, as you can see, interview with stock traders, interview with forex traders, and he has 11 videos here. He has Trade Nation. He has a lot. Okay, and that's where you can learn, because I love it when I learn from people who are actually being interviewed and they've been there for the longest time. There's a lot of insight they share with us. Okay, and I also learn from Market Wizards. I've read almost all their publications. Okay, why? Because I love them, man. I love them. Okay, I love them. Okay, there's another book called The House of Money. It's where hedge fund owners are actually getting interviewed. So there's a lot of books. Okay, there's Reminiscence of Stock Market that I've read, where they're talking about Jesse Livermore. There's a lot of books, okay, that I've read. It's just that if I show you, it's gonna take all the time. Okay, so as you can see, this is SMB Capital. I learn a lot. Okay, I love these guys. Okay, this is SMB Capital. It is the company that was founded by Mike Bellafor, who actually wrote the book One Good Trade and the Playbook. Okay, so I follow these guys. Okay, they are literally amazing. Okay, and one guy, the person I learned a lot of trading psychology from, is actually Mark Douglas. He has two books, Trading in the Zone and what is that, The Disciplined Trader. Okay, so I read those books. Okay, so I love those books. Actually, I read Trading in the Zone and finished it in one day. Then I read it again, then listened to the audio book. Okay, so I got to learn a lot from it. And another guy who is good in trading psychology is Randall Howell. He's amazing. Okay, he was a psychologist, and now he uses what he knows to teach about psychology. Okay, how to stay disciplined when the money is real, mastering the essential skill of taking loss, the secret of becoming a consistent profitable trader, staying disciplined. Okay, when urgency okay, when urgency strike, the missing key to becoming a disciplined trader. Okay, so literally he focuses on trading psychology, and most of the prop firms actually hire him for their employees. Okay, I'm talking about real prop firms. Okay, so this guy has a lot of professional traders who are actually paying him to get the information. Okay, so he's amazing, guys. He's amazing. Please, you can subscribe to his channel. He's amazing. So literally, that's how my learning journey has been, from knowing nothing to knowing everything I know now. Okay, and I shared with you where I learned the concept. Okay, so guys, this is a very good concept that has been traded for many decades by many people. Okay, for many decades by many people. Unfortunately, it was expensive. Okay, it was expensive, but yeah, guys, I really appreciate you, and yeah, I really appreciate everybody whom I've learned from, and yeah, I literally thank you guys. Okay, so this is how my trading journey was, and I believe that you've seen how much time I actually invest into this, and I believe I've shared some resources that will help you if you need them. And for beginners, actually, if you know nothing about pips, you know nothing, the course that I did on Udemy, you can buy it. It's very cheap. Okay, and that guy literally teaches everything about the basics. It's not gonna give you a foundation on how to execute the market, because that guy uses trend lines and he uses, consolidations and stuff. Okay, but what it will give you is, it will teach you literally everything about the market. Okay, stock, forex, or whatsoever it is. Okay, because he's amazing. Okay, so yeah, in short, that is how everything has been. Okay, and guys, I really appreciate you. Okay, and for those who need the playbook, I have it in my description. It's only one strategy that I actually focus on. Once you focus on that one, you see it's rinse and repeat. Okay, the process is easy, rinse and repeat. That's why I focus on only two strategies: day 3 reversals, or it's gonna be day 3 continuations, or else it's day 2. It's always day 2 continuation. Okay, so those are the strategies I focus on. Okay, and that's all there is to these strategies. So literally, now you know everything. Okay, and I'm glad that you know. Okay, so there's a lot of things I'm learning on a daily basis, and yeah, I'm adding a lot of things. Okay, I'm adding a lot of things, because even if you learn from somebody, at the end you have to add your own touch. Okay, and then that's when your strategy becomes alive. Okay, So as we are trading every day, there's a lot of things I'm adding, there's a lot of things I'm learning as well, and there's a lot I share as well on the channel, okay? That obviously if you learn from me, you're gonna become better than me, okay? Because obviously, okay, you're gonna know what I know, and you're gonna go out there, find other things, read different books, and you're gonna come stronger and better. So even if I learn from somebody else, obviously I'm gonna end up becoming better, because for you to become a good mentor, you see it in your mentees. If your mentee is better than you, then you know you were a good mentor, okay? So it's not about the mentor always being good, okay? So that's why I'm saying, even from the people I learn from, okay, I know they understand this, and at some point, okay, I'm gonna actually add a lot of things, because you are also gonna add a lot of things. As you spend time on the market, you get to know some things, okay, that work for you and your personality, and you're gonna add that, and that's how you get to have a good strategy, okay? That's how you get to have a good strategy. If people told you that, oh, fine, you need your own strategy, guys, it's gonna take you 10 years to learn, okay? It's 10 years to discover something new, okay? But you have to learn from somebody. Add your personal touch. Peter Branded, that's what he said, okay? That's what Peter Branded said. You learn from somebody, you add your own things, because every day I'm watching podcasts. I told you, now I want to actually hold for more days because I'm doing fundamentals. That's a personal touch, okay? To add something that I think will work for me, something that resonates with my personality, because my personality is completely different from the people I learn from, and we don't see things in the same eye, okay? They will see something that I don't see. I will see something that they don't see. They will lose somewhere, I will win it, and they will win somewhere, I will lose it, okay? The same applies to you, okay? So guys, always feel free, add your personal touch, okay? Add your personal touch. The goal is to make it understandable to you. When it becomes understandable to you, you are a winner, okay? So guys, I really appreciate you, and I thank you. If you are new, subscribe. If if you're part of the family, comment, share, like, and tell me what you've learned from this video, okay? Because for me, it's about transparency. For me, it's about easy things, rinsing and repeating, okay? And I want everything to be more easier.